Jenny here, and welcome to the reading vlog for Demian by Hermann Hesse. I failed my RM book club. You see, I was traveling, and then I tried to read the book that was for the month, and I just couldn't get into it. That I just decided I won't read it at all. But here's a designated Demian reading vlog for June of RM book club. I also touch a little bit on the ones who walk away at the from the Omelas short story, but mostly this is focused on Demian. So I hope you enjoy it. Right, it's 6th of June and I have acquired Hermann Hesse Demian in Finnish from the library. I started to read it in English. I read about 20 pages and then I decided that maybe I should read this one in Finnish, my native language, so that I can understand everything completely, because I already kind of had to go back to reread stuff. Even though it wasn't like too difficult English to understand, obviously, but I don't know, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention while reading it or something. Demian, I feel like it's one of those books that as an BTS fan, as an ARMY, you really want to read, because allegedly, their album Wings is kind of inspired by this book. So excited to learn. I thought the beginning, what I read in English, so about the 20 pages, I thought they were really interesting and like coming of age story type, which I really enjoy. Okay, so now I've read the 2 first chapters of Demian, and I think it was very interesting to read about how Emil Sinclair felt about how he lied, and then he gets bullied for lying, basically, for telling a story that he claimed to be true, and then being blackmailed for the things that he did in the story, even though it was a lie. I think it was very interesting to read, because when you're that age, about 10, everything feels like the end of the world. Every little small lie, drama, friends being mean, it feels like the end of the world. So it was kind of interesting to get into that mindset that you've had as a child and kind of read it. And it kind of feels a little bit like ridiculous how strongly he reacts to it and how bad he feels. But then again, I do remember being like that as a child, and still am at times. We also met Max Demian. I'm really intrigued by this character. Yeah, very intriguing, very interesting. I hate the word interesting, but it is. Hello, I am back with another reading vlog insert. I'm now about halfway through Demian. I'm reading it quite slowly because my brain just feels tired for some reason. But basically, Max Demian and Emil Sinclair, they became close in confirmation school, but then Max Demian disappeared. There's a friend, Beck, that kind of comes and goes, and Emil Sinclair feels lonely, and he feels like he doesn't have any friends, and he starts to drink as well to kind of deal with the loneliness. And he's also, through his friend Beck's stories, he's having his like sexual awakening. And I'm kind of realizing that maybe this translation of Demian is a bit outdated. It's from 1972. Let me check that. 1974, and it has translated the word that I think means sexuality. I'm not reading the English version of Demian, so if you are reading the English version, you can confirm. I think the word sexuality is translated to as gender feeling, which I don't think is an accurate translation here, but because it's from the 70s, maybe that's why it's used. Because to me, gender feeling is more about your identity rather than your sexual desires. But yeah, something interesting to note as like a certified translator, I suppose. And I'm seeing some of the like themes that are explored in Wings. I can I've seen them in the past couple chapters. For example, what I thought was really like hit me was this sentence that was like, I couldn't tell anyone about my dreams, about my hopes, about how I have transferred inside, like sexually and so on, even if I wanted to. And then afterwards, but how could have I wanted that? So I think that's very Wings inspired. I know there's like the direct quote in Blood, Sweat and Tears, he too was tempted, etc. But I don't think I've come across it yet, but we'll see. Right, it's June 14th. It's time to finish this book. I finished Demian, so since my last update, Sinclair had a bit of a connection with this guy named Pistorius, who was a musician, and they talked about life and society and so on. Sinclair then like paints a portrait of the person that he desires in his mind or something like that, and basically the portrait has Demian's face but looks like Sinclair's mother. And then Demian and Sinclair are reunited again. They kind of have an on-off friendship. They're not together all the time, and they've gone like years without them talking. Well, they reunite, and Sinclair meets Demian's mother, and turns out that's the person that in Sinclair's portrait, and now Sinclair is kind of like attracted to her, and it's a bit weird to read, honestly, especially when they like have a kiss or something like that. I didn't really read it as like a romantic kiss, but still. Then in the last chapter, the war begins. This was published in 1919, so yeah, checks out. And Demian goes to the war. Sinclair gets hit by a dynamite bomb, one of those things. And then on behalf of Demian's mother, Demian kisses Sinclair to make the pain better or something like that. And that's really where it ends. I thought I definitely see Wings in a different way. Like I can finally kind of understand the literature references. Demian, it was good to read. I'm glad to have read it, and I thought there were interesting reflections on society and life. I think my translation was a bit outdated. It was from the 70s, so understandably. And yeah, it wasn't like mind-blowingly, amazingly good, but I'm still happy to have read it. I was not gonna film this clip originally, but then I thought, why not? So I thought I would share my thoughts on how the lyrics from the Wings album reflect Demian. So first of all, Boy Meets Evil, the first time Emil Sinclair lies and there's consequences to it. Yes, Blood, Sweat and Tears, I feel like is overall theme of the book, like temptation, discovering your sexuality, realizing that the world is not just good. Then Namjoon's reflection and Jin's awake. I wish I could love myself. Maybe I can never fly. I mean, those connect to Emil Sinclair's insecurity and depression regarding his self-esteem and not knowing what to do with his life and if he even matters, which same. I would even say Jungi's First Love, which is about his piano, even though I know it's like a personal song. All of the songs that that the Wings album has are personal, but I just see these connections. But basically in First Love, Jungi talks about his piano, and there is a scene where Sinclair discusses the beauty of music and how all that with another character. Taehyung's Stigma and Are You Calling Me a Sinner? I mean, there were discussions about sexuality and so on. Begin from Jungkook, I know he says he wrote it about his BTS members, and I obviously believe that, but I think it also reflects the the brotherhood between Demian and Sinclair, it's a weird, it's on and off, but it's there. I mean, obviously, Jimin's lie caught in a lie. The novel begins with Sinclair being caught in a lie. And then, in addition to Boy Meets Evil, which discusses the initial introduction to the world and how it's not all sunshine and rainbows, Hobie also has Mama. And I guess there was this kind of Sinclair didn't feel like he could tell about his mistakes and wrongdoings to his mom. But then again, Mama is about being thankful to your mother. So, yep. Just those are some of my thoughts that I had while reading the book and connecting them to Wings lyrics. So this is Demian reading vlog, but I also read the Those Who Walk Away from the Omelas, since it was only 7 pages, and that's pretty intense. Like the message of you cannot have pure happiness without some suffering, and how something that can seem so perfect and pure and complete happiness, it always has like this dark side to it. Yes, very, very intriguing. All right, thank you so much for watching that reading vlog. I really enjoyed making this, so I hope you can see it through there. Subscribe for more reading vlogs, book videos, and videos about pop culture overall. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at jenskosmos, but also my poetry Instagram is at poetryofjake. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.